So we have our first ever Sip Som sake, and I'm very proud to announce that it is Kamoizumi Saijo Hiroshima sake. This is a Junmai Ginjo, meaning that there are no additives, and that the semi-buai, which is the sake milling rate, is 50 to 60%. In this case, it is 60% remaining rice. This is a very pure sake, but it's also aged. It's a 1997, so it's at least 23 years old at this point. It has a beautiful golden color, which I'll demonstrate here. And it has tons of unique character flavor-wise. I was lucky enough to buy 2 bottles of this, and I obviously just finished this one off, my second bottle. I tasted it with the True Sake crew in Hayes Valley, and when we first tasted it, it was very much maybe button mushroom, maybe shiitake mushroom, a little bit of dashi on the nose and palate. Then it kind of moved into a little more savoriness and kind of like a bitter chocolate finish. And when I first tasted this, it was in Japan around last year, same time, and it had been open for quite a while. So later on, after it was a little warmer, I tried it again, and it was more like I remembered. A little more caramel, burnt sugar, still that savory mushroom, but a little less, and then definitely that distinctive chocolate finish. So, if you can see here, the color is very yellow, gold, amber, and that comes from something called the Maillard reaction. It's the interaction between amino acids and reducing sugars. So when it comes to glassware, feel free to use this type of traditional glass, but using a wine glass is actually best for the nose. You can actually identify a lot more that way. But what I'm getting now, since this has actually been open probably 10 days and it's been in a 55-degree refrigerator. So let's see how it tastes. Wow. Okay, so it still has that rich texture, but it kind of goes down quite smooth. It doesn't linger, it's not cloying, it's not too rich. It's just full on the palate, and then it goes straight down, very silky-like. Flavor-wise, I'm still getting a touch of that mushroom, but it's very savory now. Almost like a good chicken broth, but very, I don't want to say chicken broth. It sounds like I'm being negative. I'm not. It has like a saltiness to it, and it's very pleasurable. On the palate, that distinct like 75% dark chocolate flavor is so prominent, and it's part of why I love this sake. Unbelievable. So good, so good. So that's room temperature. I love drinking sake at room temp. It's not the most pleasurable temperature to drink a beverage, but it's the beverage temperature that you will taste the most aroma. And that's why I love it, especially for sake. But my mentor, the person who introduced me to this, actually recommends it Nurokan, which is 104 Fahrenheit or 40 Celsius. I just quickly heated this up in the microwave. I know, blasphemous. You probably should just do it in a hot water bath, but I was in a rush. This is a little hotter than Nurokan. It's a little more like an Atsukan, like 120 to 30. So it changes a lot when you're heating it. I recommend it a little less warm than this. So now that salty character is still there. I'm almost getting like a citrus, like a deep citrus rind. Maybe like a caramelized citrus rind. It sounds weird, but yeah, I don't know. It loses a little bit of that chocolate note, and like I said, this has been open for at least 10 days. Sake, as long as it's pasteurized, will last 1.5 to 2 weeks at peak in a fridge, Mine was 55, but good enough. That being said, it's still changing. I had it about, at this level, so there was quite a bit of oxygen in the bottle since the last time I tried it. But this is a fantastic sake at any temperature. You can even do it chilled. And for pairings, I would probably recommend roasted pork, maybe some deep fried chicken, maybe some, I don't know, octopus dish, or even a dessert like a pot de creme, um, maybe like a fruit cobbler, but maybe something with more like with apricot, peaches, a lot of butter, a lot of sugar. That could probably work with this as well. And this isn't something you're going to find in every store in the US, that's for sure. I had to get this special ordered through True Sake. True Sake is located in San Francisco. They also ship all over the country. There are a few different discrepancies depending on the state you're in, but check out their website. It's so fantastic. They have a brand new website and really amazing people working there. So check it out. This runs around $106 retail, I believe. So, yeah, be ready to spend if you want to try this, but it's one of the best sakes I've ever had. I am kind of a huge connoisseur of aged sake, and it's kind of an unusual category, especially for sake. But here, remember this label. So great. Kamoizumi from Saijo Hiroshima. All right, and I'll see you next week when we start our official flight. We're going to do something awesome, and you'll see what it is on my Instagram story soon. All right, bye guys.